Hello everyone, and the autumn lecture is over, Akita won. But today I actually really want to try Soma's dish because it looks very good. It's so tasty. And so today I'll be making Soma's Takikomi Gohan with Pacific Saury, and as well I'll be making the soy milk and cheese. I have no idea how that's going to turn out because soy milk, I usually drink it sweet. I have never ever tried it in a salty dish before, so I'm really curious to see that will turn out. And the Takikomi Gohan recipe that I will be sharing today is the one that I usually use to make chicken rice. And today I'll just be taking that out and replacing it with the fish. And I won't be pickling the fish either because first it takes too long, and second it takes quite a bit of skill to pickle fish, so I'm omitting that and I'll just pan fry the fish instead. But if you do decide to pickle the fish in rice bran, you can leave the head on. Otherwise, remove the head and the intestines and clean it out well before cooking it in the rice cooker, so it's a lot easier and faster. So then let's get started. First, I have already removed the head and the tail, and as well as the intestines. Now we are just going to cut off the fins on the side, both on the top and the bottom. Another really important thing to note is if you don't want bitter tasting rice, remove the strip of blood inside the spine. Take a knife and cut down the middle of the bone and use your thumb to pick out the dark bloody stuff on the inside. Take a paper towel and pat down the inside and outside of the fish dry. Over here, I'm using some coarse sea salt. Just sprinkle it on and rub it in. My fish doesn't exactly fit into the rice cooker, so I'm going to have to cut it in half. In a non-stick pan with no oil, put in the fish and pan fry it on both sides until it turns crispy. And you should get something that looks like this. Inside the rice cooker, I have already washed and drained the rice. I prefer to use long grain rice for this, and I'm adding in some mushrooms and carrots. Sprinkle on some dashi granules, about a teaspoon is enough. This is 2 cups of water. Add in the soy sauce, then the mirin sweetened sake, the actual sake. Add about a teaspoon of salt. This is the closest thing I can find. It's a crispy sweet and sour plum snack. I have already removed the pit, and this is about a tablespoon. I actually don't really taste this in the end, so you could add more if you like. Some spring onions cut into strips. At least that's where I think the green stuff is. These are the rehydrated soybeans that I'll be using to make the soy milk. I'm just adding a bit of the whole into the rice for more texture. Then give it all a good stir. Finally, place the fish directly on top and our prep work is done. The rest, just let the rice cooker do all the work. In the meantime, I'll be making the soup portion. First is making the soy milk. You don't have to make your own. You can always buy store-bought ones, but make sure that it's not sweetened. If you do decide to make your own soy milk, be sure to filter it first so we don't get a really coarse and grainy thickened soy milk. In a small pot over low heat, cook the soy milk and add the cheese and miso. Then keep stirring until the cheese has completely dissolved into the liquid. By this time, the rice should be ready as well. Time for the big moment! Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how good this smells. It is seriously so much better than the typical chicken kind that I usually make. Oh, I prefer the fish one so much more now. one last thing to do, and that is to remove the backbone from the fish. Just cut it open from the backside and it should split open easily. All you need to remove is the main bone in the middle. The smaller ones are actually soft enough to chew, so you won't get it caught in your throat or anything. Finally, mash up the fish and mix it thoroughly with the rice, and it's ready to eat. And I'm going to add the final touches. Oh my god, so appetizing! Alright guys, I'm going to try this out now. It's so hot. And I actually already poured in the soy milk, and let's give this a taste now. It smells good. Let's try this soy milk. Oh, that's good. Actually, I don't really taste the soy milk. It's more like a soup kind of taste. I don't taste the soy milk at all, but overall it goes really well together. It's like a really thick and creamy miso soup, actually. Overall, for this dish, I would definitely give it a thumbs up. It is very good. Usually, when I cook Takikomi Gohan, it's very good by itself already, but with the soup, it tastes even better. I'm not sure why. It's kind of like putting rice in soup. It enhances the flavor quite a bit. The one thing that you need to look out for when making this dish is the amount of water that you put in. It depends on how much rice, how much vegetables you are planning on putting in. Usually is 2 cups, and if you're using long grain rice, you have to use more water, and if you use short grain rice, you have to use a lot less water. So it really takes some trials to get the right amount of moisture in the rice. If it's too soggy, it's not that great. Leave in the comments below and let me know what other kinds of dishes you guys want to see me make, either ones from the 2nd season or the 1st season. I'm actually really curious on making Alice's egg dish that she made at the breakfast buffet. I'm kind of curious to make that since I got all the molecular gastronomy stuff for that already. So I think I want to make that too. But let me know what you guys think, and that's it for this week. I will see you guys next time.